Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's SVG here, and welcome to another Phantom Forces tier list. This is tier list number 3. This is the LMG tier list. Now, I didn't necessarily have fun making this tier list. Oh my god. Team! Hell, man. Okay, so I just punched my fan off the screen. Yeah. Aside from having trash teammates, the enemies were annoying, but you know, I managed to pull through, I managed to review every single LMG, so here is the tier list. Alright, so the first gun we have here is the COLT LMG. Now the COLT LMG is, it's an alright gun at best. It's got pretty good, I gotta admit, it's got decent close range, because it deals 35 damage. The long range is below average. Also, it doesn't matter what sight you use, you really can't see through that sight, dude. I'll be honest, the sight is bad. But yeah, the COLT LMG is a pretty simple, it's a good weapon to start off with. You can definitely play close range, no problem with it. You can just run around, shoot people long range, close range. Long range, you're gonna have a better problem. But yeah, overall, this gun is just a B tier with full attachments. Also, a quick side note: these are for the guns. The guns all have full attachments, and I'll either say it here or put it on the screen what the attachments are that I use. Now, next up is the M60. Now, if you can hit your headshots, this gun can be really good in CQC because it'll have a .10 time to kill, which is pretty fast for Phantom Forces standards. But this gun is, in general, pretty good at close range. The suppression is stupid. If you shoot at someone, their screen's gonna shake like crazy, and they can't hit their shots properly. And it's got a decent mid and long range. Although I gotta admit the recoil is a bit rough, but I feel like the M60 is a bit overhyped by the Phantom Forces community. The gun is not as good as people cry. You know how people cry about the M60 being OP. It's not as good as people will make you think, because it's really just an LMG that's good but not amazing. So overall, this gun is A tier. Then we have the AUG HBAR. Now this gun is it's meh at best. Its CQC isn't that good. It has a good long range though. The reload for 42 bullets is really slow. I'm pretty sure it's like SCAR-HAMR speed, but the SCAR-HAMR has 50, or like it feels also like MG36 speed, and that gun, will get into both those guns later. That gun has 100 bullets. So for it to have the reload that it does, I don't know, it's way too slow for the AUG.
Everybody's gonna siege construction.
And yeah, overall, it's just good. It's a B tier.
What do you mean?
Then we have the MG36. Like I said, this gun has 100 bullets, which is even for LMGs, that's a lot. And this gun has a surprisingly fast reload for its mag size. It's kind of like the SCAR-HAMR reload. So yeah, it's got great close range because it has a pretty high fire rate.
Okay, yeah,
it's got good range.
It's good
because when you put that attachments, this gun has low recoil. And yeah, you can absolutely dominate in situations where you're not supposed to get out alive with any other weapon class. Like for example, if I was using a assault rifle in close range, and there's 4 people gang up on me, I might be able to pick off 1 or 2, but then I need to reload, and that's where they'll get me. However, the MG36, that's an easy 1v4 if you can hit your shots. Overall, this gun is an 18.
Nobody's gonna come over there.
You know the game. The next up, we have the RPG-12. Now, I don't really know what I can feel about this gun, because it's doo-doo and good at the same time. If you can run the burst properly, you probably have a really good weapon in your hands, because the burst fire rate is 1000. and regular it's 700. Now this gun, it's got good recoil control and stuff like that, good range.
Oh yeah, I need to play the
but
objective. Yeah,
close range is yeah, only if you use it on burst you'll have something really good.
Laggy,
But yeah, it's got decent long range, but it's mediocre at best. It's a B tier, but if you can somehow get the burst down, I think it could have potential to be an A tier gun, but in general, I would call this a B tier gun. The LED6 LSW. This gun is an LMG with a really bad mag.
Is this guy a hacker?
Its reload is way too slow for having only 30 bullets. But aside from that, this gun is basically like the LED5A2 with a bit slower fire rate and a bit more damage across the board. This gun's a 3-shot kill at close range compared to the LED5's 4-shot. So it's not. I'm not saying it's an upgrade, but it's definitely, you know, it's definitely different, and I think it's a pretty solid gun. So overall, we put it in A tier. Now the RPK. If some of you guys remember the assault rifle tier list video, well, if you guys remember the AKM, imagine the AKM with 50% more bullets, and yeah, it's just an AKM that moves a bit slower with an extended mag. That's literally what the RPK is. And if you guys remember, I put the AKM at A tier. So this one is also gonna be A tier because it shares so many characteristics with the AKM. With the right attachments, it really feels like an AKM. So because of that, this gun will be an A tier.
I should have bought a sight on
now
this gun.
the HK21. This gun shreds in close range situations, but it probably has the worst long range or mid range. It's but it has the absolute worst long range of the entire LMG class and probably the entire game, to be honest. It is atrocious at long range. And because of how bad it is, and that screws with the versatility of this gun, I have to put it, because of its CQC prowess and nothing else, it would be a B tier. Because mid-range is and long range is just throw the gun in the garbage can if you're gonna do that. The SCAR-HAMR. This gun is my baby, man. Okay, so hear me out. This gun is great at all ranges. It can be a 3-shot long range, a 4-shot long range, and a 3-shot close range, which is pretty solid for any weapon class across the board. One thing that does weigh down might be its a slow fire of 650, but this gun has the SVG seal of approval, and because of the SVG seal of approval, this gun is S tier. Now the RPK 74 is the RPK that keeps the 2-shot headshot of the RPK and AKM and basically everything. But it sacrifices a lot on the long range, and it is a 5-shot kill at long range, which is not good for any weapon class. So the RPK 74, it makes a really great sacrifice for just 50 plus 50 fire rate, and obviously great recoil control. But I feel like the trade-off is just too much. So this gun will actually be relegated to B tier compared to the RPK, which is A tier. Alright, here's the gun you guys came here for. So, to give you an idea on how overpowered and broken this gun is, check out my first life using the gun on stream when I was streaming for the making of this video. I don't remember my score, but I'm pretty sure I went 20-something and 0 on my first life with the MG3 KWS. So to call this gun S tier would be an understatement. This gun has no recoil. It is a monster at every range. It has 1000 fire rate. The only thing that kind of weighs this gun down is the 50 rounds mag capacity. It needs to be more because of the fire rate. But 50 rounds is still a lot. Have you used the Vector with 25? It gives you an idea of how much 50 bullets is. And it's currently
No,
not
no,
only
it's
the
called the
best
MG3.
LMG in the game,
AWS.
but it's also one
It
of
should be
the,
called the
if
Jesus
not
Christ, yo,
the
to be
best
honest.
gun in the entire game. The
This
MG3
gun, bro,
KWS
I just dropped
is one of the
15
most
and 0.
overpowered guns of
No,
all time.
Okay.
When we're talking about fan
Okay.
forces, this is one of the most
Okay, yeah,
overpowered
that's
guns
good,
of
bro,
all
okay.
time.
S tier.
It is in line with the one-tap chest, the Dragonov SBU. It is in line with day one release vector. It is in line with a lot of other guns that I can't really name from the
There
top
we
of my
go.
head,
One
to
bang
be honest.
headshot. I'm not hacking,
But
by the way.
yeah, overall, this gun is very, very overpowered, and it should be nerfed.
The what?
It's just that good. They need to nerf it,
Yeah,
Stylus.
yeah, but
Stylus, you
what
need
did
to
you say
nerf this
before
gun or buff the other LMG so it can be as overpowered as this gun.
Oh yeah.
So,
wait, I'm pretty sure
yeah,
that's
that
Omni.
is
Omnify?
the MG3.
I don't know about car, man.
And that
I
basically
know Omni has
wraps
on
up the
cake,
tier
that's
list.
on the hammer.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which gun class you guys want to see me do next when it comes to the tier list. Or actually, I think I left a card at the beginning. But yeah, let me know which gun class you want me to cover. And until next time, farewell.